Okay, how's it going, you beautiful people? Alright, time to make work less annoying. Actually, now that I think about it, where's my phone? Give me phone, please.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
After all this time living in the city,
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Error.
Okay. Did I not go live? No, I should be live.
after all this time living in the city, I still miss that city.
Yeah. Okay, I'm live. Cool. Let's keep my phone on charge. Oop. Okay. Let's begin. It's not that. Okay. Oh, I just literally have to go there. All right. Oh. Petrichor?
I knew you'd miss me.
I'm kind of the music. Oh, okay, okay. Did I just skip the dialogue by accident again? Oh my god, I did. Paimon, what did you say? I didn't catch it. Never mind. This music is baller. Okay. The leader. Hey, you. Yes, you blithering idiot. What are you doing, dragging your feet for? Waiting for us all to get old? Why in the blazes aren't all these boxes already on the ship? The dude they call idiot. No, boss. It's, just these boxes are way too heavy. If you lug them up, I think the ship might... Might what? This is treasure here. Treasure? You're gonna just leave profit on the ground like that? But if we load everything on the board, plus ourselves, I don't think the boat can hold all that weight. That's the easy one. If we just leave a couple of you here on this island, we can bring all the treasure back now, can't we? Ooh, I got you playing, boss. Wait, I'm one of the ones you're taking with you, right? I don't want to get captured by those golems. You see what happens, dude, when they catch. Then stop yapping and start moving. If the Dark Lord's lackeys catch up, we're fucking done for. Dark Lord's lackeys? Are they putting on some kind of show? Wait, boss. Wait, boss. There's people over there. Hey, traveler. Why don't go ask him? Oi! Oi! You! Yeah, you, the big one and the tiny thing. What are you skulking over there for? Can't leave any witnesses. Huh? What are you saying? Anyway, we should talk to them first. What's up, bitches? Oh, cat. From the look of you, you must be foreigners. In here, I thought you were minions of the Dark Lord Remus. This is Lynette with 2 N's, and Paimon is Paimon. And you're right, we're travelers. Oh, but who's this Dark Lord Remus you mentioned? Has he finished playing his part already? You don't even know who the Dark Lord is? Alright, I get it. I suppose it is up to me to educate you, oh ignorant outlanders. As you know, this was once a peaceful town. In those days, it was not yet named Petrichor. We Fontanians lived here in peace and safety until the golem armies of the Dark Lord Remus came. He was an awful tyrant, one who claimed to be the ruler of all waters. His forces had already obliterated countless towns and cities before arriving at ours. He took our lands, polluted the sources of pure water, and even tried to use music to tempt us. They raised the high bell towers and fortresses, and the Dark Lord's fell melody enslaved our kin. But we, Fontanians free, rejected his rule. Thus did I, and the warriors under my command, march to war all across the land. Ooh, nice world building, very detailed. And then, what happened next? How did you defeat the Dark Lord? The Dark Lord's golems are each mighty beyond treasure. How could we be their match? Still, we had the aid of Estee the Quick-Witted this time. With his aid, we infiltrated the Dark Lord's fell keep and reclaimed the treasures he and his minions plundered from us Fontanians. Like the boss said, what we're doing again? Oh yeah, disrupting the special military maneuvers being conducted by the Dark Lord's legions. Totally a brilliant plan. You're the protagonist of your play, and yet you aren't on the up and up. When does this Dark Lord take the stage? Do you think we'd still be lugging treasure if he showed up? Like as not, we'd all have been turned into golems already, just like Estee probably was. Estee the Pitiful now, more like. Whoa, he totally helped you and you guys just left him behind and ran away. Are you sure you guys aren't the baddies? Baddies don't get to be the protagonists. What do you mean, protagonists take the stage? Oi, from where I'm standing, it looks like you're really his minions, just dressed up as foreigners. I can tell from all your blabbering on about performances and plays. Wait, what? You mean you guys aren't putting on a performance? So you won't fess up unless we char you first, huh? Get 'em, boys! Okay. Alright, ready? Ready?
Hands where I can see them!
Bow your head.
The thieves, who were beaten so badly they couldn't spare a thought for the treasures, fled onto their boat. There they go, huh? Guess they weren't acting after all. But what was this treasure they were talking about? Dark Lord this, Dark Deeps that. No way any of that's real. Well, why don't we look at the treasure then? But we don't know where this stuff came from. Paimon, expressing disinterest in treasure, say it isn't so. Paimon's just worried that, what if, just in case there's some sort of evil Dark Lordy trap in it? Ugh, I guess it's not dissuading you, but please be careful, okay? And as it so happens, there were no traps in the container of the evil Dark Lordy variety or otherwise. But there was no valuable treasure within either. Within not, but heavy shards of shattered stone. Paimon knew they were just a bunch of frauds. There's no treasure at all. Or is this shabby excuse for a statue some kind of priceless artifact? Let's go to Petrichor and ask around. Maybe it's some sort of landmark or lucky mascot or something. As for these treasures, Paimon's voice. Wait, what is that? Hey, Lynette, you... Oh. How unforgettable the Hortus Urgitus. Is that how you say it? Oh my... Ow, motherfucker. What did that say? Overflowing with fruit and flower. How grand and glorious Caesarium. How marvelous the melodies drifting through Collegium Phonoscorum. Oh fate, why not halt at this moment? Okay, now I got it. Alright, we got a masked dude looking at me. Imperator. Imperator. A dream? You're finally awake. Imperator, this day is one of great import. The day when we shall sound the great symphony. Phobos. There is yet time before the ritual, Imperator. We should set out. Well, I seem to have had a dream. A dream, Imperator. I did not know that gods could dream. In that case, what did you dream of? The great plains beyond the north wind? The silver tree beyond the frozen soil? Or did you see that golden future that you once showed me? I saw the sea swallowing the earth. The children of white stone and the brass sinking. The collapse of all that was once radiant. That prophecy, then, Imperator, it is precisely to prevent it from happening, to fight against inevitable fate, that we are here today. Just as you said, we have paid much for it, but once we are free of fate, or fortunas, or shackles, those sacrifices shall not have been in vain. In this I had faith ever since I accepted this body and became a Rumarian. Apologies, Imperator. Forgive my lack of manners. In any case, please, come with me. POV? Cool. Though you bestowed undying bodies upon the people, allowing humanity to fear the tides of the deeps nevermore, our souls are still bound by the shackles of Fortuna. The burden of fate is not something mortal souls can bear, but Phobos shall weave the path of fate on our behalf, leading us to forward on the path of justice. The melody of the symphony will flow through the waterways to the high sea, and soon Romaria, no, all of humanity, will be freed from an unconscionable tyranny of fate and welcome an eternal utopian future. And then, one day, the people will no longer need the guidance of Phobos, and all will be able to play their own symphony. This is so sick. Remus. You once said that you would create a future free from the shackles of divine destiny. Yet your realm now lies violently shattered, and the chasm you tried to bridge has grown deeper still. The immortal race you created and the peoples of the waters are slaughtering one another. And now this so-called eternal city, too, faces imminent collapse. You cannot control your own creation. The symphony has brought neither justice nor happiness, but instead has become the source of all sin. Though their flesh and blood have been sundered from water and soil, the lost souls guide them upon the path of inevitable death nonetheless. The curse of Fortuna is upon your people and upon you. Do you still remember our promise? That is our last resort. As long as the symphony is played. Is this the only way you usurper lords of humanity know to atone after bringing things to ruination? Still, your resolve at least does not shame your kingly crown. And a promise was made indeed. Therefore, allow me to bear witness to your end. O king cursed by fate, drown thyself in song, wine, and feast, for the day of judgment has not yet come. Please wake up. Just now. Oh, you scared me to death. You suddenly just completely stopped moving and started staring at the statue, like you were a statue yourself. Paimon thought that you had been turned into a stone by the Dark Lord's evil curse. You know, I think I had a strange daydream. It really isn't a curse, is there? Are you okay? I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. As long as you're not hurt. Yeah, we should definitely go to Petrichor first. There's a dude literally just like dying, like right there. Everyone has like a little red R next to them. Hey, come back. Ho there, citizen. If you require shelter, simply head to the bell tower in the city center. The savages have all been getting all bold and uppity lately, so be on your guard. And you are? Lourdes Visitinus am I, under the auxilia of Macimos Legio 3. Mashimos? I can't say these words, man. So long as we are here, we shall suffer no despicable invaders to step within the city walls. City walls? Where'd they come from? Are they not within our defensive walls as we speak? Ah, wait, I see. You're testing me. Why, just as Dominus Bothus once said, the mighty legions are the true walls of the Empire. Okay. Steal your shit? Thank you very much. Okay. There's a thing here. What is this? An ordinary branch that has been processed by human hands in some way. It might have been a prop used by children at play, but whatever it is, it couldn't have been some barbarian token. A ridiculously common branch. I enjoy that voice acting. What's this dude doing up here? Giovanni. My name is Giovanni Jojo. I wonder when this war will finally be over. What are you doing up here on the roof? I'm monitoring the area for any suspicious barbarian activity. Of course. Recently... wait a minute. How did you get up on this watchtower, citizen? That's my line, really. Whatever, that isn't important. Tribunus Medius says that the savages' assaults are advancing apace. The latest news is that they might have sent spies among us. We must be on guard. But would those brutes really be interested in a remote little city? To the extent that they would go through all the trouble of sending spies? Meat is meat, no matter how small the portion. Citizen, you speak true. It seems I must keep to my task. Judging by how you spoke, might you be inexperienced in such matters? In which case, could I entreat you to survey the surrounding area? Should the barbarians have been active, they must have left some trail, like a wooden sword, perhaps. Like kids play fighting? Well, no, they are savages. Would it be so strange that you would use sticks as weapons? In any case, I am counting on you. Should you discover anything, report back to me. Consider it your joyous duty as a Remurian. Should I like...
battle's over, I'll be able to go home.
Should I add like a Farina-esque accent to this?
Don't lose them again.
Oh, he's just dying. This place feels so deserted. Everyone looks so weird. Burb. The Good Merchant. Let me activate this little teleportation thing first. Let's go a little deeper into town. Oh, that's cool. That is a cool looking thing right there. This is an actual person.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
I'm assuming this is... Ah, here we go. Okay, yeah. When the value of a bond of life increases or decreases, this character deals 18% increased damage, max 3 stacks. After leaving combat for 3 seconds, damage dealt increased by 15%. In combat, if no burning opponents are nearby, a burning set. Interesting. I wonder if there's like a character that's immune to burning in the near future. Faded Theater. Oh, I see. Let me just...
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Thank you. Head on in here real quick.
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
Alright, cool. Let's go back. Former senior researcher, Fontaine Research Institute. Damn.
What sort of fish should I cook today?
Stop right there!
Alright, so this is the bell tower. Welcome, travelers, O traversers of dreamscapes. I am the bell ringer at the intersection clock tower, the guide that welcomes travelers to the Eternal City. Oh joy, world building, eh? So, valiant guardian, shall we find the Eternal City to our left or our right? Wait, you're in character already? Are you sure that's okay? Are you sure you're okay? Leaving that aside for now, all the townspeople we ran into on the way were acting really weird. Do you know what's that about? Why? Everyone has gone to Makimos already. I imagine that they now dwell under the protection of Sebastos. Wow, so in addition to the Dark Lord Remus, we now got a Sebastos. This is getting more complicated by the minute. Dark Lord Remus. It would appear that in your journey you have crossed paths with those uncouth barbarians. That is indeed a blasphemous title with they besmirch the Sebastos Remus, our mighty imperator. Oh, so they're both the same Remus. They are the same person after all. But it is of no consequence. The Sebastos may not be defined by the narrow notions of a tribal mob. Those despicable insects may speak slander as they wish, but the wise, inspired by his noblest ideals, will yet come forth in droves. When the bell of eternity tolls, all that has ever come to pass shall be erased, and all will be reborn regardless of who they are or where they are from. Be grateful and rejoice. Praise be. Oh my god, what should we do, Lynette? This guy sure seems lucid, but the stuff he's spouting is all kinds of fucking whack. Either Do you name me a dreamer? Who knows? We could be the ones dreaming. No way, that's impossible. At least we probably aren't. Dreaming? I certainly... Oh. Hey! Okay, well, he's out cold. Travelers from outside. Halt. Excellent. You two look completely... mentally sound. Finally, a normal person. Seriously, what the fuck is going on here? Before that, let's get this gentleman somewhere safe. Can't be leaving him out lying here, can we? He'll catch a cold. Though the risk of catching a cold may not be the most important thing right now, you still work together with the normal person to move the incoherently rambling bell ringer onto a nearby bench. Estee. Anyway, allow me to introduce myself. Call me Estee. I am a member of the town's Daydream Club. I'm the only member present right now, though. Paimon's Paimon, and she's Lynette with 2 N's. We're members of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Patrol members, huh? My apologies then, but I fear at the current juncture, we townsfolk might struggle to cooperate with whatever investigation you're conducting. Hey, best not to impersonate officials, don't you think? Wait, you introduced yourself as Estee. We've heard that name before. Oh. Ah, I see you escaped with your life. Fabulous. Wait, what? So you've also... No, we're wide awake. Trust us. We just don't get why everyone's saying all those, crazy things. You tell Estee how you met and drove the bandits who saw the shattered stones as treasure awaits outside town. Oh, that's them. Where to begin? The legend of the Faded Castle has never been a secret. Adventurers just like them come by looking for it every once in a while. And whether it's because the impression of the name Golden Troop conjures up is nothing but more poetic imagery, or because the castle was built millennia ago, it is more likely than not that nothing of value remains there now. But would they ever listen? Of course not. No sooner had I brought them over to the ruins in the mountains than they began destroying the statues and stuffing into boxes like people possessed. I could not stop them alone, so I went back to town to get help. I never imagined I'd find nothing but dazed stares and mad ramblings all around. It was like everyone had fallen under some hypnotic spell. The Daydream Club had researched hypnosis before, but something like this is far beyond our capabilities. My hypothesis is that something abnormal has occurred within the ruins. According to the records... Actually, why are we the only ones not affected? Interesting. Perhaps we can find a solution in the ruins. Why don't you wait here, Estee? Leave the adventuring to us. If you come too, you might get turned into a golem. Oh, is that your cat, Estee? It's so cute! No, though the fellow who studied hypnotism would say that they are creatures with keen senses. How odd. That, collar? I could swear I've seen that accessory before. It ran off. Well, anyway, ignoring the cat question for now, we should still go to the ruins first and have a look. Estee, how can we get there? The ruins, the mountain behind town. It just so happens to be the exact direction that cat ran off in. Are you sure you're okay? Things are pretty murky right now. Take extra care. You too, alright? We'll be back. Don't you worry. I'm counting on you then. How could something like this happen? I just can't leave everyone else in town and fend for themselves, or I'd be up a gander back at the ruins to investigate. Still, it's a good thing I ran into you. Please be extra careful. Você? Grunderland.
Everything is going as planned. Must solve these structural issues post-haste.
Who the fuck said that? Who said that? Who is that evil motherfucker? Are you? Hey, buddy. Nice weather we're having today. Nothing to say to me, have you? Perhaps we could spar a bit. Show me the side you usually hide. Alright, well, looks like this one's actually a statue. By the way, did you know that Navia has a pet fucking turtle? It's in the slums, and I fucking love that shit. It's funny as fuck. Oh, it's been sealed off now for some reason. Defeat the revived statue. Whoa, the statue can move. Oh shit. Use methods dealing with Geo to effectively defeat its defenses. Hey, well, how about you come over here and try to stab me?
Where'd that come from?
Oh shit. He didn't have to go near me to stab me.
Coming at ya! Ooh! What's your problem? Watch out! Drop your weapons! Watch out!
Fuck off. Just stun him real quick. Eat shit. Not bad, not bad. Your valor would not know shame, even if it's... Hold on. Not bad, not bad. Your valor would not know shame, even should it stand in the company of the Marchese hunters of old. Whoa, it's a rare, shiny cat! We've seen a whole lot of strange things on our journeys. Even so, a glowing, talking cat. Paimon supposes it still makes the rare list. One such as I shall not dwell on being called a strange thing. O chosen champions, Lynette and Paimon, the time has come for true heroes such as ye to step forth. Come with me unto the ancient kingdom of the deep seas. We must still the chaotic symphony if we are to save the lost souls. Is this also part of the world building too? Could it be like one of the Yai Publishing House's novels? The ones with the "he was our companion in the last life, but only he inherited the memories" kind of plot. Speaking of, just who are you? Must I start from the beginning? Very well. Oronas of Oronopolis is my name, a spirit keeper of the ancient realm. Aura Juanitas of the where now? I'm just gonna call you Aussie for short. That's close enough, right? What do you think? Meow? Meow? Meow meow? It appears that I cannot command this body as I wish, to the extent that the bestial behaviors may even overbear me from time to time. If, from the beginning, I could only have... As the two of you can see, the boundaries between past and present have begun to blur thanks to the influence of the chaotic symphony. It is for this reason that I too have awoken. For now, the affected area is yet small. The inhabitants of Petrichor have had their souls taken away. They exist in that maddened dreamlike state because the symphony has temporarily granted them identities and memories to fill the void left behind. It is as if a vessel filled with pure water has its contents replaced with wondrous wine. An apt description, considering that those memories of ancient history gifted by the symphony. If I don't think. So you're saying that the townspeople of Petrichor have had their souls stolen? And their bodies have been possessed. That sounds super scary. You said the affected area isn't very large yet. That is correct, Lynette, with two N's. Of course, eventually even the court of Fontaine will be consumed if the chosen hero cannot restore harmony to the chaotic melody. Well, nothing else for it. I am the hero after all. No choice but to take a look. Yeah, alright, I'll say, lead the way. Thank you so much. The road to the ancient realm lies beneath this spring you see before you. I have caused the seal on the hidden path to manifest. Next, I shall activate the device that maintains the seal. That's cool. There we go. Now then, help me retrieve the harp strings, and I shall thus be able to break the seal and open the way. Touch. Now then, let us go under the faded castellum of gold. A faded cat. Estee had mentioned something about the legend of the faded castle too. Aren't we talking about those ruins? Nay, nay, those are but scraps on the surface. The true castle lies deeper, but underwater. You sure do know much more than the cats in town, huh, I'll say? You compare me to the cats in town. Such. Follow closely and try not to get lost then. Whoa, he just jumped down. Can cats swim? The ancient sore. Alright, we going for a swim. Make sure I didn't leave anything here. This is a fucking cat with us. How do I feel like these statues are staring at us? Difficult to say. Perhaps a golem you defeated earlier climbed up from here. That's just terrifying. Is it too late to swim back now? No. Yes, actually. Will it slice me if I get too close? Okay. I didn't think there'd be such a huge space down below. Guess you really do know your stuff, I'll say. This is but the tip of the iceberg. Once, an entire nation in the land upon which it was built sank beneath the waves, and my mission is to prevent that which has sunk from resurfacing. Or so I believe. Poof. And just like that, you suddenly seem a lot less reliable. Well, what am I but a cat that knows an inkling more than those in town? Anyway, we are sole arbiters of whether the souls of the townsfolk can safely return to their bodies or not, so eyes up now. The faded castle is just through that great gate. Let us continue forward. At the top, I have to follow the cat. Whoa, how are you so fast, I'll say? I am a cat after all, so appearing and disappearing with the utmost alacrity is to be expected. It is you, Paimon, who must fly faster. Don't let those trifling things outside the window interfere with our relentless march forward. We have work to do. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. The books just... I can just grab the books. I grabbed one of the books. That was kind of cool. Hey, go in there. The Lost Grimoire. Okay. Whoa. Paimon bets a lot of people can live in a huge castle like this. But of course, and not just people either. Hey, there you go again, saying creepy stuff with a straight face. Oh, fret not. Surely heroes such as yourselves would dispatch any hidden ghosts or phantoms without breaking a sweat. And what is this? What is this? What an exquisite box. Seems like a music box of some kind. Still, it doesn't seem to fit in too well with its surroundings. Good eye. That is indeed a music box, but just as I have knowledge beyond ordinary cats, this music box functions beyond most others. My, I didn't think it would be so catty. Hey, Paimon was just joking before. She didn't think you'd take it so seriously. It's my fault, okay? Don't be mad. Seriously? And now you pretend to be a cat? Anyway, even those who lack any musical knowledge can freely operate the power of the symphony using this box. We will have to use it later, I'm sure. But isn't it this symphony has gone all wacky that all the townsfolk turns into whatever they are now? So what if the traveler presses the wrong button or something? What kind of sort of clumsy claw do you take for me for, Paimon? Paimon's just thinking about the worst case scenario. Maybe Ose might jump out from a corner and scare you. One of those unmoving statues might start walking around. Or traps might spring out from the ground and the walls. Any of those could happen, right? Peace now. You need not to be so fretful. The symphony was mighty, beautiful, and glorious once, an existence that shouldered golden ideals. That it sows chaos upon the surface is a mere mishap of misalignment, the result of evildoers misusing great, glorious power. But were it Lynette, surely she would wield its power correctly. That's a lot of trust you're putting in us. It might be more accurate to say that I have no other option. I am a mere cat at present, after all. Should I wish to make use of the music box myself, it might prove somewhat difficult. We have spoken this much. Now, to put things to the test, remember the strings we got from the harp in the ruins. Those were, in truth, the scores on which the symphony was recorded. As long as you place the score into the music box, the box shall play its tune all on its own. It is said that the first terrestrial creatures emerged from the warm oceans. The lands then were fertile, producing all in abundance. The gifts bestowed by fate were so ample that it seemed as if the land itself had been specially prepared for them. A moving melody accompanies a swift ship. An outlander gently plucks at the harp strings, telling his companion, "From here to the ends of the sea, all I have is to give to thee until that day comes." Until that day comes. Do I just go back? As it cuts through the azure waves. I guess I just... okay, it just gives me shit. Got it. Okay. Ooh, that's a pretty happy tune. Paimon's feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. It seems this box still functions. Well now, are we not safe? Wait, so you weren't even sure if it worked or not? Not completely. One cannot judge a box by its cover. Do you not concur? Paimon gets the feeling that you're not talking about the box at all. But never mind that. What should we do now? The chaotic symphony must be here. If we can locate it, we can retrieve the souls that have been taken from the townsfolk. Well then, let's have a look around for starters. A reasonable judgment. If memory serves, this castle has a great many strange rooms. Perhaps they are worth investigating first. Also, the castle's central hall plays host to a mysterious stage, though no more plays shall ever be performed there. It was once an entrance to a place deeper underground still, where the power of the symphony yet lingers. We must go and check for any further anomalies there. Deeper still. Indeed, I wonder what awaits us there. Hey, now's not the time to leave us hanging, I'll say. You're a surprisingly petty one, huh? Still, before the riddle may be solved, we must first find the clues that await us in the castle. Come, let us away. The enigmatic symphony seems to be from a now destroyed civilization. You can use its power to unleash two types of sound waves. Use the power of symphony to resonate with entities that react with the power of music, and press and activate this pause sound wave to create and cause specific objects in the area to stop moving. Continuously hold to activate a what the fuck, continuously hold to activate a play sound wave, which will cause specific objects in the area to start moving or reactivate entities affected by a pause sound wave. Special music notes float above objects that can be influenced by the power of the symphony. When they resonate with specific sound waves, the notes above them will also change. Not all objects can be influenced by music and can resonate with specific sound waves. Most of them can only interact with a specific sound wave. In the Hall of the Sea King. I see. Ah. What's down here? Just...
There better not be any contraband in here.
Hey.
Look what we have here.
Mysterious grimoires. Okay. How do I... Hold on. Is it one of these, or... Okay. So, before we move on, let me do a few of these. Garbage. Okay. Oh, tea. I ask of thee. Art thou mankind? Ooh, more shit. I'm just... Can I hydro pump that guy? How's it going?
A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Hey there! I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Ooh, is this the boss fight? It is. Oi. How's it going, Con? Yes. Okay. The music is baller as fuck. What? He's coming.
Coming at ya! Fire! Well, with rocks. Hiya! Ha! Hey there!
Scaffold down!
Boom.
Hey there!
Wow, you weren't kidding. That was an easy ass fucking boss. What? You kidding me, dude? That was it? Well, let me place a thingamabob here, so I can come back to it later. Even though I know the teleport is like literally right there, I'd rather just have it here. Damn it, Chris. Thanks for being accurate. Beware of Remurians. Even should they carry instruments. Ominous, but okay. I gotta climb back up, I guess. Okay, so you can straight up just get the boss for Arlecchino, like, immediately. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So what did they help me with? Oh, we gotta hold it. That's cool. Okay, okay, okay. Oh shit.
Coming at ya! Attack! That's the way. Coming at ya!
Oh shit.
Ow! I'm fine. Hey there! Final warning!
Smack. Those things have hit me more than the actual boss.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Ruggiero's notes. Here we go. The Golden Hunter knows far more about Remuria than I expected. According to historical records, the Marechaussee Hunters should have first become active a few decades after the fall of Remuria, by which point the concept of Lock Knights had completely died out in Fontaine. No matter the dramatic adaptation, none would put the Marechaussee Hunters, Remuria, and the Lock Knights together, for those concepts simply do not belong in the same era. Even a 5-year-old child would not commit such a grave error. Yet none of what he discussed seemed to have anything to do with the Golden Troop, but instead was, indeed, always was, about ancient Remuria. I have a theory that I dare not raise with him directly. Perhaps the Golden Hunter is not the devout orphan called and chosen by Egeria, but is in fact one of the last Remurian remnants. The only problem with this theory is that it cannot explain his immortality. I indirectly broached the issues of the Lock Knights with him. I couldn't discern his expression, but he seemed reluctant to discuss the topic, meaning quite surprising, after all. It is commonly said the first Marechaussee Hunters to follow him were the heirs of the Lock Knights, such as Estee and Walter. Could it be that they were like him? No matter. According to him, the priority is now to stop Blank awakening from the seals. As for these historic questions, that can be left for a later date. Is there any way I can, like... Let me see. Like, up here.
Stop right there!
seems like a room.
Tap.
That was pretty cool. Now I wonder if I can just... Nope. Okay. Where? That strange fish was so huge. And I couldn't see anything else. Kitty, kitty, kitty cat. Here we go. Thank you very much.
Quick, let's pack it up.
Can I talk with kitty cat? Meow. Pet him. Oh, they're bringing back the mechanic of the cat event. I don't mind being touched, but cats have their own boundaries. Hey now, don't you take me for an ordinary cat. Oh, you can just do so from... You just can do it for fun. Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. Look at that. That.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Oh, there's a dude in there.
Fire! Well, with... Hey there! Coming at ya! Final warning! Yoo-hoo!
Sorry, brother.
Quick, let's pack. Ah. Oh. Oh.
There's so many down there. Holy shit. Can I fight all of them at once? I'm fighting them right now. Let's go. Oh. Is this a stage you spoke of earlier, Arthur? And are Pilot's eyes deceiving her, or is the mural on top still moving? It's kind of spooky. That terrifying power couldn't be escaping from here, could it? Arthur? 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 Are you spacing out? My apologies, I was distracted for a moment. Did you once perform on this stage? Is that why you're feeling nostalgic? Or something like that? Did you play a cat? That seemed unlikely. I might have, or I might have not. It was all in the past either way. Utterly irrelevant. What matters now is that the scent of the discord I smell in the air. As though some presence, one that makes me uneasy, once visited this place. I fear that specifics may only be ascertained once we have performed the score here. There's one here too. Paimon didn't notice. Well, you may have seen the scores shaped like strings, but you might have not seen those shaped like murals. One such is before you. Oh, so the pictures are moving because it's actually a score? Indeed. Now let me think. To stage a performance, we shall first need to place the blank score here. We should be able to find one here in the castle. Damn, I gotta do more of these quests soon. I heard from my friend that the quests are getting a lot like shorter. So like the Narcissan cruise is like obviously super fucking long, right? But then the one in the year didn't take too long. I did that literally on the day before like a new patch dropped, and then apparently this one doesn't take too long either. So it's probably a lot easier and more respectful of your time. So who knows? Good morning though. It is a little late. If we want to begin performing, we have to first get a blank score to put inside this device. It has to be around here somewhere. Let's keep searching. Pet him. I pet the cat. Nah, because I haven't finished the... To be fair though, the R&R one is insanely long. It is the longest like world quest I've ever fucking seen. Although it was exceptionally worth it because it was an exceptionally well written quest with a like in the middle and the like after, because after that there was also a huge like list of side quests too, and they now give you like rewards for it. Look at that. You have like little icons depending on which world quest you finished. So like that is so cute. Caterpillar, the Formless Society, Passive, and this is the cat, right? Zichong, Danichi Mikoshi, Thunderbird and the boy, the whole like Neko thing. Like this is so cool, and it gives an extra incentive too, because it's not just like a couple of gems and such. Yeah, it's so cute. The R&R one though, to be fair, it is very long, and I completely understand that. Like that shit took me. Like I was still binging the game at the point at that time because I was still a college student and I had more time on my hands. But like, god damn, you know, like that quest got me feeling in some sort of way. But for the more recent ones, like it should be a lot easier to complete because they have a lot less. Not less material, but it's a lot better condensed, you know? I heard from my friend that he quite liked this one, and he doesn't play the game a lot. At least not as much as I do, or did.
Coming at ya.
Oops, I mean to fire at bugs. Jesus, so many notes. Let me read these real quick. Sorry, I narrate these all the time, so that's why my VODs are like twice as long as anybody else's, but I enjoy doing a little bit of acting here and there. Yeah, I'll probably do them soon. You know, it's your single player game, no pressure. Just letting you know that the rewards are out there, you know. And at this point, the Samara stuff has been out for so long, you can just find an easy, you can find yourself a guide. Anyway, the Harmos Notes 1. The matter of the paramount importance is to be able to properly distinguish the different categories of music, so as not to misunderstandings caused by confusion regarding the meaning of words. There are 3 categories of music in this world. One is musica mundana, another the musica humana, and the third the musica instrumentalis. The musica mundana is the music of origin. It is the beginning and end of all music. From it does all spring, and to it shall all return. False and true celestial signs, namely the inner, outer, and lower, and upper astrological signs, Eugetia I guess, will provide a detailed explanation of this section. The turning of the seasons and passing of time, the defined elements, everything in universe operations according to the order of this music. Here, the special attention to be paid to the connection between the musica mundana and fortuna. The latter includes the former, while the former does not equate to the latter. Any music with specifications similar to fortuna can be called musica mundana, for itself would be equal to an entire world. Just as Cassiodor taught you before, the fortuna we speak of here and Sebastius have no... Latter is named for former, while the former is the rules that govern all things, the fate of which slaves speak. Musica humana is the music of the world of mortals. The music of mortals and gods are no different from one another, and both can be classified in this category, for their essence is that of the harmony produced by the musica mundana striking the quality of the soul. Imagining the harp, where every physical entity in the world corresponds to a single one of its fine strings. Magnificent music comes not from a single string, but the resonance of all strings. This is the music we call the musica mundana. As your fingers glide across the ends of the strings, the middle section will vibrate along with it, creating a sound most pleasing. However, you do not touch the middle of the strings at all, and the reason it sounds is simply because is attached to... What I must emphasize to you is that just as in the string metaphor, the music of mortals and gods can be both played, just like you can choose to play the middle of the strings and not the ends. And it is for this reason that the musica humana can replace the musica mundana. We will discuss that in detail later. The musica instrumentalis is the most fundamental music, and there is no need to elaborate on it, even slaves can understand. Next, I shall elaborate for you the nature of Phobos and why the musicalists cannot be regarded as humans equal to us, based on morality and rationality. Huh. Okay. Let's go find ourselves a blank score, eh? I'm interested in this quest, especially for the music aspect, because I used to be like pretty well versed in piano theory and such like that. I think I reached like level 10 or panel level before I gave up on it because it became a chore, but like this, I still retain that sort of thing. So it's interesting to see musical talk in general. So I'm a fan. Oh. It's the strange shiny fish again. Feels like it's been following us from outside all this time. How weird. Paimon, have you witnessed so little of the world as to find such things strange? Are we not underwater? It is not ordinary to see all manner of fish about. But this guy looks anything but ordinary. And this voice, I've heard it before. Seriously? You mean from the dream you had before? This part of the sea outside is like the castle. It belongs to the past. It is something that should have been forgotten. If one ceaselessly calls out to a monster that has been blotted from memory, they might yet jump out and cause trouble. It is wise to be cautious. It is for the best that we treat it as ordinary fish. You make everything sound so scary, I'll say. Are you trying to creep us out or something? I simply mean to avoid unnecessary complications. After all, our top priority is to retrieve the surface dwellers' souls. No. It just so happens that there is a blank score before us. We simply need to use the music box to tune the autoharmonic reed pipes on either side, and we can obtain it. Give it a go. Also, we have this little thingamabobber that we get from him. Basically, we're trying to find everything in this auto harmonic music box. So you can see that there's not much. There's only 6, right? So I've already played only like a little less than like half an hour, and then I caught the second one, I'm assuming already. I'm gonna get one of these. So basically, you're just trying to get all this done. So there's not much. There's only 6. So I can only imagine this takes like 2 to 3 hours, and I'm obviously taking a lot longer because I'm reading stuff out loud. Which, to be fair, it's kind of taxing on me right now. I'm tired as fuck. Yeah, and then they even have a little melody too. I'm gonna play it for you. The new gameplay things, yeah. I'm all for it, to be honest. The games has had its ups and downs when it comes to this kind of stuff. I would know. But I can appreciate when they're kind of putting stuff in that worked, right? And just continuously making it so that there's enjoyable experiences. It's cool. Alright, so what is this? Take the blank score. Oh, you gotta hold. Oh, I see. And then I'm retarded. Let me take a look at one. Release to cause it to point at a specific note. It'll allow you to change the tuning. You've been playing since 1.4, right? So I love how Genshin improved. Yeah. I played since 1.0. October 10th, 2020. So like the days of having to pick up the artifacts from the floor and only have 120 resin and stuff. Oh my god, that shit was down here. So yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice there's another one here. Alright. There we go. Why the fuck was that so hard? I love how that huge fish is just outside. Yo, bro.
I'm loving loving this treasure hunt.
I'm assuming everything's gonna be in unvoiced, so I'm just gonna play in Chinese. Play the symphony out of here. Ah, I gotta go back down. Alright, I'm ready for my ass to get pushed in. Let's see if all these things come to life. Alright. Not only do we have the same hardy skin, but in our veins flow the same divine essence. We share the same wisdom and melody, the same will. Whoa, someone's coming out of the mural. It's been too long, dear friend. How many years since that day? 500? Thousands? Still, time matters not to us at all. You may be in this small body now, but I recognized you in an instant. Well, have you tired of battle and decided to take up a rat catching as a new hobby? It's you. And what is he exactly? A monster? Ghost? Or could he be the real Dark Lord? Dark Lord? Barbarians remain barbarians, I see. Ignorant even of their own ignorance. Bothus of Remeria am I, foremost harmost of Phobos. You need not to introduce yourselves. I have no interest in the titles peddled by primitives. So, you know this rude fella, I'll say? I do not deny it, but... Need you be so formal, Cassiodor? Do our years of service under our Sebestus, our God King, matter so little to you? The past is the past. I do not know how you, whose soul has long been shattered, have manifested, but it seems that the chaotic symphony is your doing, and none other. Cease. Return the souls of those who live in the present, and go back to the shadow, beneath the deep waters, to where you belong. This is my final warning to you. Oh, and what then? Will you continue wearing your mask of hypocrisy, traitor? Will you shut your eyes and ears for another millennium? But you have noticed, haven't you? Why, my melody would break its bonds at this time and affect the present. Why, my strength has given me the might to open the gate to the deep waters, allowing me to manifest. The power of the sea surges, Cassiodor. The return of Phobos is imminent. Phobos? Yes, indeed. Over these thousands of years, I have already bound my soul to the shattered Phobos. The omniscient enigma, the great power, is about to finally descend once again. And is this not the wish that we once failed to accomplish? To repeat the past is to give the ancient tragedy an encore, nor have I ever wanted to sacrifice innocent lives. Oh, is that so? Well, not that it matters, Cassiodor. The world you have defended is coming apart at the seams. The people of bygone times, you see, before you, shall return to their rightful places. Fontaine's existence is a mistake. One we shall correct. When the oceans swallow it, Remeria shall rise above the sea once again, and its light shall shine over the land. Is this because of the primordial sea? Like, what the fuck? How do you call it a mistake? Do even barbarians know of its existence nowadays? You are the mistaken one. We should have assimilated into this new nation thousands of years ago, but it was you who warped them into puppets of ancient hate. Whether that Phobos matter is true or false, as long as my will has not dissipated, your schemes will not succeed. Do you mean to say, then, that we should abandon our honor as Remirians and degenerate into mere base insects? How could I ever allow my kin to return to those bags of decaying flesh and become slaves to Fortuna once more? It seems like the millennia has not led you to accept Remiria's downfall. If If anything, you have grown more obstinate still. Perhaps it is in our stubbornness alone that we are quite similar. I thought that the long years would have rendered you willing to once more stand by our side. You betrayed the tribe that birthed you, and you betrayed Remeria. You may become the Golden Hunter, but you cannot remove the brand of Sebestus that marks you still. You will always be a Remerian. Remerians have long ceased to exist, save in your delusions. The world of old has passed away. Of course, or so it was meant to be. But now the border between the past and present has faded. If you insist on becoming the enemy of our ancient realm and sealing me once more in the cage, buried beneath the waves, then those Fontanians you wish to protect, yes, all of Petrichor, shall be buried as one. Hey, what? No way. We won't let that happen. That is not up to you, insolent savage. When that time comes, your lowly flesh will be rendered as dust, but your souls will join with ours and take the next step of evolution. We shall bestow upon you eternal resilient bodies, that you may never again suffer mortal pain. Should you have words of gratitude, I will hear them. Why, thank you very much. That's not something we'd be thankful for at all. Just like those puppets with dances you performed, these pitiful slaves and servants, those poor children, everything was stripped from them, and you still speak with such conviction. All things have their price. Narrow personal opinions are, but refuse to be discarded by a higher class of beings such as I. Besides, as I see it, they are the ideal form of humanity, adhering unerringly to perfect order. You're absolutely nuts. And despicable, too. Despicable. And what would you call what Cassiodor did to us thousands of years ago, then? By comparison, this is nothing. Now, but patience. We should have a good long talk, but not here, no. We shall speak beneath the deep waters in the deepest bowels of our ancient realm, where everything began. The realm awakens, Cassiodor. You are the sole survivor of our fallen realm, the sole Remerian left with free will, and you have left us for far too long. You must return to us and listen to the lamentation and anger of the long years. Perhaps then you shall be more receptive to my symphony and to the arrangement of Phobos. I will await you in the royal city of Remeria, in Domus Aurea, where the Sebestus plied his melody. I will, of course, extend the appropriate hospitality to those souls from the present before your arrival. Should you still remain resolute when the time comes, their souls will naturally receive their release. And as for you, you are not part of Phobos' plan, and yet the great symphony shall in no wise cast out any audience. Do enjoy the passing prelude I have prepared for you. If fortune proves favorable, we shall meet again. Oh god, I'm gonna fight now. Yep. Alright, let's go.
为你献上，绳之以法，小心了。
Nope.
凡高大者，我无不蔑视。
Nope.
玫瑰礼花，欢唱，以我之名亮相了。
肃静。
That shut him up. What do you know, though? You want to save the souls of the townspeople, we're going to have to head to the Doomsday or whatever the super rude, duper arrogant guy talked about, right? As you might recall, we weren't invited. Since when we ever needed invitations to crash some bad guy's party? Oh, right, but from what he said, he seems to have known Ase for a long time. Said they worked for Sebestus or whatever. We need to have a good talk before we go. Cassiodor. If you have anything to ask me this time, I shall tell you all I know. Alright, there we go. Let me drink some water. That was, honestly, I had a lot of fun voicing the villains there. I love being flaunty and stuff. When Fontaine released and I was like reading out dialogue and stuff, I was having a blast. But I'm not skilled or like a professional voice actor or anything, but it's always fun to do the dramatic stuff. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. That was fun as fuck. Woo! Woo! Okay. Alright, let's get back to that. I'm glad you like it. Okay. Alright, so tell us about Remuria. That's where you and that rude fellow are both from, right? I'll say. We've heard that name before. That's true. We heard about Remuria back in the fortress of Meribede. Apparently it was ruled by a god named Remus. The story said Remus rode on his big ship around and conquered all of Fontaine, but that's as much as Paimon knows. Very well. The story begins before the court of Fontaine as you know it was born. The Sebastus Remus founded the nation above the high sea, that is Fontaine, and the ancestors of the present-day Fontanians named him the Dark Lord Remus in their terror. Before it sank, this body of water was part of the Great Fontaine Lake, in the location where the capital of Remuria was sited. As such, these waters have the same properties as those of Fontaine. Wait, so we're actually in the ruins of Remuria now? Indeed. But where the tale differs from commonly told history is, the people of Remuria were not ordinary humans like the Fontanians. Rather, they were a new race. Their bodies were cast of stone with ichor for blood. The Sebastus gave us such bodies in the hope that we would escape our prisons of rotting flesh and fate. His great vision was that we should all grasp the power of the symphony and thereby escape the shackles of Fortuna, becoming the masters of our own destiny. So, those stone statues we saw on the way here, those were your kin? Precisely so. I fear that they have long lost their free will, however, becoming mindless slaves, worse off by far than the humans of old, easily perishable though they are. Wait, so in that case, why are you a kitty cat? I am a cat, for now. And one's will and soul are more important than one's body, are they not? Regardless, it was the Sebastus that gave me new life. We once possessed all the high sea, countless cities and palaces, flowers, flowing wine, and yet fate found us all the same. And after returning from the deepest depths of the sea, the Sebastus used ichor to create imperishable bodies for the people. And still, the prophesied future did not change. Also, good morning, Shy Knight. Our god king believed that it was because human souls could not escape the gravity of fate, and so he wrote the symphony, a music that could weave destiny. He believed that through this time he had found a way to resist fate, but instead that path led us into utter darkness, step by step. and in the end, the entire kingdom sank beneath the waves, as though it had been smote by divine judgment. No, I fear, well, even he did not foresee such an outcome, though all the same, that is what happened. So tell us about your impudent friend. Right, and he called you Cassianor or something? But aren't you called Oron or something? Just as I have traversed many bodies, I have had many names. Of course, this is all thanks to the Sebestus, who separated my soul from the grand symphony. Well, a convenient ability indeed. You weren't planning on puppeteering one of us at some point, were you? Who would have thought such a cute little cat would consider doing something so horrible? Hey, wait a sec. That means you aren't even a cute kitty in the first place. Well, be that as it may, Lynette with two N's, you are used to playing the courageous savior, are you not? I, too, play the role I know well, albeit in an unfamiliar form. Back to Bothus. He was not always evil. He was once a noble Harmost of Remuria and the sole survivor following the great catastrophe that befell. The original purpose of the Golden Castellum was to unify our surviving kin and prevent the catastrophe of the rising waters from ever occurring again. But, well, evidently, Bothus had his own designs. While I and my companions ranged across the land struggling mightily to contain the power of the primordial waters, he used his eloquent tongue to sway those who remained. He initiated a fell ritual that aimed to restore the shattered symphony and revive the ruined realm. To this end, he did not hesitate to dissolve the will of our kin and plunder the souls of Fontanians everywhere. Many rulers and nobles became his pawns, and polities, newborn, lay on the brink of destruction. What the fuck is a polity? Hold up. It is a form of process of civil government or constitution. Anyway, enough keyboard ASMR. To stop him, who had by now clearly become a monster, I could only forsake my name and become one who hunts phantoms, resisting him alongside the Fontanians. Bitter was the conflict before we were at last able to seal both him and the sea that had devoured our nation. And that is why he names you a traitor. I followed the Sebestus precisely because he had shown me that golden dream. A land where prejudice and difference were no more, a land of justice and freedom. But that was what it had become after Remuria sank, no more than a dream. I would rather be called a traitor than that Bothus trample on our ideals. I swore upon fate that I would serve as the barrier between past and present. Thus did I become the spirit keeper of our ancient land. Well, I guess Mr. Impolite's a pretty stubborn guy, huh? Even after being beaten up and sealed, he's still looking to break out and cause trouble. I had thought that even if evil lingered in him, his soul had long been broken, and he would remain not. But just wanted to note the symphony plunged into strife. You're gonna have to go now. Good luck with it. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you coming by and enjoying my theatrics. Have a good Thursday or Friday. I never thought that he would weave his shattered self into the symphony and thus gain mastery over it. The discord and dissonance that now emanates from his waters can be regarded as an extension of his power. If we are to defeat him, I fear we must await the moment when all his soul fragments have gathered around one body. If you have anything yet to ask me, I shall tell you. Alright, let's hear about the symphony and Phobos. Okay. Well, where should I even begin? The symphony is human memory and persona woven into a melody through musical notation, creating a song in which human souls can dwell and have their wishes fulfilled. In that way, to master the symphony is to master fate. This is the secret that the great golden bee Sabia, the prophet who survived the previous cycle, imparted. The Sebastus, who created the symphony, poured those melodies into the insoluble ichor, in hopes that all might control their own fates through playing that music. He overestimated us, I fear, for his deeds terrified us. The people could not bear the burden of fate, and they begged their gods and superiors for guidance. At the request of the people, the Sebastus wrote all melodies into the grandest of melodies. This new symphony would bring us all the great happiness, and his name was Phobos. But it did not bring what was promised, huh? Indeed. You saw how it all ended, didn't you? Had Sebastus' plan worked, the symphony would have woven a melody of the utmost gentleness for us all. An eternity that would last 1,000 years and beyond. But something went wrong. Besides the Sebastus himself, only said superiors, the harmless could have changed Phobos' melody. And Bothus was once an excellent harmist. That's one. So about the dreamscape I saw. Yes. Those were indeed the memories left by he whom I served, the Sebastus, the king god Remus. Though I do not understand how you were able to see them, Lynette. But I do not think you need to worry. If the chaotic symphony was enough to control you, it would have done so long ago on the surface. But that has not happened, yes? Speaking of which, why isn't Estee affected? Is he just especially gifted? I do have some idea, but it might be best to wait for the right time to speak of that. Here we go again with the cliffhangers. Just don't forget to tell us, alright? Well, in any case, since you can see these things, Lynette, that means some fragment of Sebastus' will and memory remains in this underwater symphony. Long millennia have I searched, and if you had touched some more of these memories, perhaps I may find the answers I have sought all this time. The great waves could not God, even should their crests scrape the very skies. And yet Sebastus disappeared without a trace when our nation fell into the depths. He would not have sat idly by his nation, and people drowned in blood. So where did he go? Or was his passing Remuria's true death now? Alright. Very well. If there is anything else you wish to know, do not hesitate to ask me. Guess we're heading to Domus Aurea next, so we can meet that rude guy, right? It's gonna be dangerous for sure, but I will continue to guide you. It is, after all, my homeland. Though it may have sunk to the very bottom of the sea, I still remember its past still, even after all these millennia. Or so I believe. Cat's out of the bag. Shall we encounter difficulties? You may count on me. Do not forget that I am far stronger than an ordinary cat. You know, every time Paimon remembers that you're actually an ancient person from thousands of years ago, it feels wrong to recalling you Ase, but your full name is way too long, so... Okay, let's just call you Monsieur Oz, then. What do you think? Is it polite enough? A name to me is nothing more than a label, but as this represents your acknowledgement, Paimon, I will gladly... It actually changes! Let's move out. It would be too bad to keep your rude friend waiting, but the townspeople can't wait for long. Second movement. Away! Let me grab that. Did I just... Oh. I see. Let me see. Let me read that one more time. Oh, I need to collect them. Oh, they was stopping them for no reason. Okay, never mind. Let me do that again. That was funny as fuck. Tap to unleash a pause sound wave. Okay. I don't actually have to stop them. Okay, cool. That was cute.
收下吧。我准许了。
It seems like a new movement. Quick, put it in the music box so we can give it a listen. As at the beginning of an epic opera, the hero embarks on their journey. Guided by fate, the wandering king regained a nation and people and wished to bring wisdom and wealth to this land of ignorance. Who are you, and why have you come hither to such a remote realm, sailing a magnificent ship into our bay covered in gold and brass? That which compels you must be a divine fate. Oh yeah. So I guess we just put a bunch of blank canvases on here. Okay. One second.
四玫瑰的标志是母亲设计的，我非常喜欢。你看，轮廓像颗心脏一样呢。 唉，好想去旅游呀！去哪儿无所谓啦，主要是想跟朋友们一起玩。多年的帮派经验告诉我，身边有一把不趁手的武器，会比没有更危险。好想去旅游呀！去哪儿无所谓啦，主要是想跟朋友们一起玩。
Sorry, I was literally sucking up a bug with my vacuum, because apparently it would be funny to crawl across my desk and freak me the fuck out.多年的帮派经验告诉我，身边有一把不趁手的武器，会比没有更危险。
想去旅游呀，去哪儿无所谓啦，主要是想跟朋友们一起玩。
Okay, let me get back up there. Oh, there we go. There's a chest over here.
哇，好运连连！
Oh shit. Where you going, brother?
小心喽！你好呀。
低头。当你第一个找到无主的他时，他就属于你了。合法的。
Give me that. Oh. Cat.
Yeah. 当你第一个找到无主的他时，他就属于你了。合法的。
Oh, look at that. Why don't I just yoink? Wow. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
不错。
It's gotta be a book. Nope, just an artifact. Color me surprised. I did see a book like right here though. Let me see if I can grab it. There we go.
希望里面没有赃物。
This place looks like a library. Well, more of an archive, but your description isn't off either. Ancient theatrical trips, music scores, all the stories of things that have and have not happened, all of them were penned down and stored here. Someone once believed that if all the possibilities in every story were exhausted, the secrets of fate would be unveiled. But the truth was not as complicated as he believed. Each person's fate is charted by their wishes, and the possibilities are not so great in the number in the first place. Perhaps he too understood in the end. There we go. Restored score. Okay, I'm guessing we need to go down and play that score. I mean, it seems reasonable enough. No? Okay. Well, it's getting kind of late. I'm kind of tired. I've only streamed for 2 hours, but I'm kind of dying right now. I just want to drink some soup because I have a dentist appointment in the morning. Okay. All right. I will save this for another time. Let me see if I can rename the VOD though. Ugh.